New at 6, the Milwaukee Film Festival is in its second week, and a film about the complexity of gun violence here in Milwaukee is one of the featured films.
Sarah McGrew has a closer look.
Claude and his family moved from Milwaukee to Charlotte partially to get away from gun violence. But on a trip back for a reunion in 2014, Claude got shot.
I looked back over my shoulder and he was looking down at his phone, and I went in the house.
When Claude Got Shot is a movie that follows Claude Motley from just days after he was shot in the face after a carjacking attempt to years and surgeries later as he continues to recover.
Born and raised in Milwaukee, and one of the things that has always been a problem has been crime.
Claude was shot by then 16-year-old Nathan King. Nathan was shot just a few days later in an attempted robbery. Teen-involved violence is an issue we continue to see in Milwaukee today.
A lot of young people has been getting younger and younger. That a lot of the situations has happened and has escalated has been amongst the young people.
The movie not only looks at the strife and pain the incident caused Claude and his family, but also shows the impact on Nathan and his family.
Understanding that there are victims on both sides of the gun.
Filmmaker Brad Lichtenstein says his goal with this movie is to humanize gun violence and bring urgency to the problem.
One shot affects you for the rest of your life. It affects the shooter for the rest of his or her life, and it affects families and friends. And ultimately, too, you multiply that by all the gunshots that happen in our city.
Both Brad and Claude hope that the root issues behind gun violence are also addressed more than they have been.
Everybody that I know grows up and wakes up every morning have a level of PTSD from all the racial strife and all the segregation and all the inequalities that go on in life. Picking up a gun or having violence is the end result of frustration and anger.
And despite the shooting putting his career on hold and going through more than a dozen surgeries, Claude remains optimistic about the place he calls home.
I want this film to give people hope that there are things that we can do, and getting in these kids' lives, getting our self-confidence and our pride back and everything and things like that is definitely what I hope that this film can give people.
You can check out When Claude Got Shot as part of the Milwaukee Film Festival, which runs until May 20th. Reporting in Milwaukee, Sarah McGrew, TMJ4 News.
All right, Sarah, thanks. We did some digging and found through May 5th of this year, 32 people under the age of 18 have been a victim of a shooting in Milwaukee.